Epic thumbnail. Epic thumbnail. That was like me talking in slow motion. Hey everyone, how you doing? VC, how are you? Evening. I'm gonna need a banana. And my towel. Be right back. Hey, I'm back. What have I missed? What have I missed? Yeah, I'm gonna be doing the 160, but I'm not doing the one after it. Fits in rather well, this actually. I was hoping to do this to round out the end of Veganuary, so it kind of fits quite well. I don't think it will be full gas. The first bit maybe. First bit and the last bit. No, I'm not gonna have a steak for breakfast. I'll do a little recap video for you next week about what it's been like, how I found it, and how it's affected like the way I've ridden and the way I've trained, and also the way that I think about preparing food this month. It's been different. It's actually been difficult as well, so yeah, we may well continue by being kind of partly vegan. I've got some pretty interesting ideas about it, like I could mainly be plant-based on low intensity and rest days, and then be not plant-based on my harder training days. I'll explain more about that in another video, but okie dokes. See you on the other side. This is about as close as you'll get to a collab. VC actually wanted me to do the other one as well, the second one, and I was like, no. No, I'm not doing it. way too late. Like, gotta be. It's all about the rest. And he was like, rest is for wimps. I was like, yeah, I saw your train like a pro videos. Alright, keep it chill. Keep it chill. I'm not buying that somewhat. I'd love to take a couple of comments in Yosemite. Yosemite. I remember when someone called that once. They're like, Yosemite! Yosemite. Oh, this is nice actually. I don't know what he was talking about when he said we're going to smash. Full gas. Like, full gas. I was like, no. I don't believe you. So is VC streaming on Twitch? Liam's in there as well. I actually like Marmite. It's an acquired taste, isn't it? But I washed my bike earlier. My handlebar tape is soaking wet, so it doesn't feel very nice. But it offsets the smelly handlebar tape. Afternoon, Zach, Danny. It's worth it, right? I'm not quite sure, but it's nice to be here. It's gonna be. I'm a bit worried about how quick this is going to be, because he did say he wanted to do it in 3 hours and 20 or 3.5 hours, and I was like, that's going to have to be some that's going to be some serious speed, bro. Yeah, well, there's no numbers, so I don't know where I am really. I'm quite close to the front. It's actually amazing to see how many people have come out to ride this. Yeah, David, I did see you go past me. I was like, oh, keen. Keen. Yeah, that's cooled off a little bit at the front, BC. Not that you're probably watching the stream, but it's bunching up a little bit. There you go. A lot of the guys who push the front won't even be at the end. Yeah, I'm doing the full 100. Of course I am, yeah. Why would I title the video 100 and then not do the 100? Come on. What is VC doing on Twitch?
Let's pull the peepees away.
Hold up. VC just chilling. That's a wonderful thumbnail, Scott. Classic. I'm hanging out at the front because I know that the race is going to come to me. I'm making it easy for myself. Give myself a little head start. Someone knows. There's only one person who does the thumbnails. You gotta let him do his job. He knows how to make YouTube thumbnails. Just let him crack on. I'm like, Scott, I'm doing this ride. And then like, the next day, this thumbnail pops up and I'm like, oh. Sweet. Suits me. My old thumbnails are also very good. 230 watts is not my zone 1. It's like mid zone 2 right now. My height and weight are in the description, C. Davis. In the description. Nice and in. Yeah, I've gone for the Tron. Why not? Why not? I always fancy a change. How many carbs a day? Oh, so dependent on everything. I can't really answer that. VC told me something different on Instagram. He was like, it's gonna be a smash fest. I'm listening to VC on Twitch actually, so yeah. Yeah, Michael, it always changes. It is a problem. Yeah, that's it, man. You practice it. Never cycle in Vancouver. Cycling in Quebec. Cycling in Quebec for a race. I had a massive crash. I'm not sure how many cyclists have 8 hours of training to do on their schedule, but VC is a YouTuber, so he's got to be doing something. Yeah, 3 watts per kilo, yeah, well, the thing is, like, the last hour might be well over 3 watts per kilo. This is the thing, isn't it? It's how many people can keep doing the same power for the next 3 hours. Spread the word as well. We have finally decided on what we're going to do for 10,000 subscribers. We are going to climb 10,000 meters on Zwift. Are you lighter than Patrick, maybe? Yeah, we. We're all doing it. How many races do I do a week? I don't do many races in a week. Don't compare me to everybody else. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Like, my abilities of recovery are like probably like extremely good. And so any race that I do end up doing, a lot of it is actually quite easy. Yeah, it'll be Alperaps, yeah. Probably. VC's on the coffee and ketones. I've got like 6 energy bars and a banana. Yeah, you can all keep you company on the descent if you want. I'm at like, what have I got here? Like 20 grams, about 180 grams of carbs in the next 3 or so hours. Do you think we should go back? Go back to the group of tiles in, do you reckon? Should we honour the actual ride? Because like it's not really a. I'd like to do a smash fest with him at the end if he's gonna do it. Like, rather than riding with this group and he's not in it. Yeah, it will be Damon. Yeah, it will be an Everesting. But not, I won't actually do it as a race. I'm just going to do it for 10,000. Like, it'd be absolutely foolish of me to try and go for that. You're telling me to stay here. How can we do 100 miles on a turbo? You got to distract yourself quite a bit. But a good pair of bib shorts is really like a great tip. Good fan, a lot of food and water. Yeah, this is true blue. Why, what are you thinking? No, Andy, that's where you're getting it all mixed up, buddy. We're both like a heavy cyclist. We're both heavy cyclists. Oh, the chat helps massively, doesn't it, Phil? Massively. What's that, Tyler? What the kilo will you try and hold on the app for the challenge? What app? Ah, I got you. I got you, Ben. True blue. VC is streaming on Twitch. Just search for the Vegan Cyclist. Oh, Tyler, I'm not doing the Everything Challenge yet. I'm doing it like in July or whatever it is. I have no idea. I've not looked at the stats one bit. What are you all saying? I reckon I've seen people doing what, 5 watts per kilo per rep or something. Yeah, no worries, Niels. You post away, buddy. Post away. For the 10k challenge, I'll just be like doing 2 to 3 watts per kilo. Like, I'll take all day about it, you know, like I'll just enjoy it. You know, if any of you wants to join, you know, you can do a couple of reps at 2 watts per kilo. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no medals for it. It's just a bit of a celebratory, and the fact that I'll live stream the whole thing. That, you know, you'll be able to check in all day. Even Phil. What's the idea? I'd rather most of you like keep up. There he is, Mr. Raynham. I see you. Oh, feather's useless, isn't it? Well, that's the idea, guys. I mean, even if you're full gas at 3 watts per kilo, you know, you can still do 1 rep. You know, and then you're part of it. You know, what part of it would you be? Would you be part of it if I just did 5 watts per kilo? Well, some of you will. This is a good place to move up here. I've still got some painkillers from Canada, from a Canadian hospital in Quebec. Wow, man, we've done 20k in 25 minutes. Yeah, we're going to be getting some feathers today, I feel. Get the carbs in. Who's Jeremiah Bishop? VC's talking about. No, I'm gonna have a bar every like 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. 2 bars an hour. Did Jeremiah Bishop, the guy, is he quite a good Zwifter? He did some rides with Ted King as well. Or am I thinking of somebody else? Hey Rob. Cheers, Charlie. You did it outside though, I'm guessing. I haven't actually seen that video of VC doing the Hawaii climb yet. What's yours like, David? Scott, you got a shout out on Twitch. Tyler, you need to get him to do it, that's why. Tyler, get KOM Hunt TV to do that for you. Ooh, David, nice bit of tempo. You'll be alright. Yeah, so nutrition for this ride. Alright, so obviously I've been off my feet all day, but I don't want to put myself in too much of a hole. I've got 1 banana, 2 full bottles of water. I got 6 Sciences Gold Go energy bakes, which have 30 grams of carbs each. I'm having 2 of those an hour. Ooh! Get in there, Scott, get in there. See what Tyler says. Training resistance for this ride, so 45%. Yeah, it's a group ride, Ruben, yeah. Well, a group ride with usually a smash fest at the end. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of laps, isn't it? Hey, there's VC. He's coming. Give him a wave, everyone. Why is he off the back? Good lord. The recovery food after this ride. Do you really want to know? It's a pizza from Domino's. It's the last day of January, so I've been like pretty much plant-based for whole of January, which like is pretty cool that I'm able to do this ride at the end of January with the vegan cyclist himself. But yeah, we're having a dirty pizza tonight. Robin, you're the most skillful. This is so freaking quick. I don't give a stuff if it's not February. It's January the 31st, come on. I don't know what pizza yet. I'll find out when it turns up. Charlie's in charge of ordering it. But what side do you get? What side? VC talked about like the fastest road race he's done. I'm trying to think about some of the fastest races I've done on the road. Some of the fastest races I've done have been in like Asia actually. Tour Japan, Tour Korea, because you usually race on massive dual carriageways. And like you go through tunnels and stuff, and the tunnels have got like big fans in them, and when you go through them, you go through it like as a big bunch, and you come out the other side, and you're just in one big line, like absolutely nailing yourself, trying to hold on. So, side of cookies, potato wedges, definitely. Hey, thank you for the donations for both videos. Thank you. Scott, can you type to Vegan Cyclist and say, Ed saying you were like smashing this first one? You said you were going to smash the first race. First ride. I don't understand. I remember my first race ever was actually like high level race. It was when I went to Australia with the team. And we did a race in it actually started in Geelong, so near Melbourne. And it was the Santos Tour Down Under. It was their sister race, the Herald Sun Tour, and we did one stage of that race. It was my first like big race, international race at 18, and we had like a tailwind for like the last 50k of something like 170k stage. It was like 40 degrees. And I got dropped in like this cross tailwind, and we must have done like that 50k, that final 50k in, oh my word, it was less than an hour. I just blew my brains because an 18-year-old We'd never been in a race like that. We were just out-muscled by World Tour teams, basically. Okay, I don't think I've ever experienced the chat so fast, because I can't keep up. Ben, I don't know what time tomorrow. It might be tomorrow evening. For the plans, the training plans. We did Arthur's Seat. We finished in Bendigo for one, and we had climbed just outside of Bendigo. The final stage finished basically outside of Melbourne on top of Arthur's Seat, which was an awesome climb. Oh yeah, the Jayco Herald Sunto, that's it. I got a trophy in my house actually of winning the support races of the Bay Crits, the Bay Criteriums. Yeah, the bakers are mental. I did them, so I did the support races. I won them overall, and the next year I did the main event. I just got spat. I just got spat. It shows the level of like crit riders. Hey Oslo. I think it's settled down a little bit now. Sports videos, all sport videos. Can you try and type your message with the words the right way round, or can someone try and translate it for me, because my brain's not working very well. Yeah, I'm racing Tuesday, Tyler. I'm racing every Tuesday. Oh, 100% Tommy. I don't think you can, David. I don't think you can have a late join. Yeah, Tommy, I wouldn't recommend hanging around with the Cat 4 sprinters. I've been there, done that. what's my diet for the day? Well, my diet for the day for the last month has been mainly plant-based. Trouble is with that sort of question is, like, there's a different answer to that same question every single day. One word for Dan Bigham: innovator. Listened to a podcast not so long ago with Dan on it, and that's one thing I'm probably gonna eventually kind of look into is the aerodynamic side of things, because I win time trials on my road bike, and people have pointed out that because I'm so like small and there's like nothing of me, I must be quite aero. I've never done any testing, and obviously that being on my road bike, and with the 20-minute power that I used to have, like me on a time trial bike, I'd like to say I could do like a pretty solid time for any distance on a time trial. Ooh, don't tease me, Grim. Yeah, that's right, John. Yeah, it's massive difference, isn't it? Like, I'm sat just below, well, basically I'm like 3.5 to 4 watts per kilo on the sub 130 beats per minute. It's nice. Along the lines of aero as well, like, I almost want to pursue that, because you know when you get to a certain speed going up a climb, and granted I'm not speaking for everyone, but like on a shallow climb, like when I'm ripping it, I'm actually going quite fast. That's something that I will come to experiment with. The thing is, like, I might well have a go at the hour record, because there's absolutely nothing stopping anybody from doing it. Do you know what I mean? Cheers, Tommy. Yeah, I know Jacob Tipper. Things are good, yeah. Yeah, that Bologna race is hard, isn't it? It's real hard. One word to describe yourself. Clinical. Scott, one word to describe Scott. Magician. Craig, it doesn't matter if you have a chance or not. Like, the whole point is that, like, you push yourself and have a go at it. Yeah, to Fossey, get on a time trial bike. Maybe in 5 years' time when I'm sponsored by Pinarello or Canyon. Because I think, you know, it works multitudes of ways. Like when you have a brand relationship, like you're doing things for that brand, they're doing things for you, and you know, works both ways. At the minute, like, I'm so happy to have their support, and likewise it's the other way around as well. So, you know, if like in a couple of years time we move on, that's absolutely fine. You know, I've done my bit, they've done their bit, and it's all part of the journey. I'm definitely process orientated. Yeah, I'm not goal orientated. I set goals, but I'm more focused on the process. If I was you, I'd try to, if you're only a month out, sports videos, like you haven't got a lot of time to do anything, maybe in the next week or two you've got a chance to do like some longer duration intervals that are close to race pace, to get you kind of used to that effort. But really, you can't really do a lot in a month, apart from just finesse. Well, when we get closer to the end, I might drop back with VC, because at the minute I'm getting quite a good ride here in this front group, like middle of zone 2 with hardly any ride in any other zone. Who's just asked an Everesting question in the group chat? Ted, I hope you're new here. I'm in no great shape to do an Everesting challenge right now. Yeah, I've done an Everest. I tried to do one when I was about 20, and I failed halfway because I was trying to do like the fastest one, but I was raising money for a hospital, a local hospital at the time. Still raised a good bit of money, but I failed. And after seeing everybody do it, and obviously being British Hill Climb champion, or former British Hill Climb champion, I was like, well, I'm definitely going to do it because it suits me, being that it's an endurance ride. But I've got to be super careful about it because seeing so many people try it and then fail or end up in a right mess, like, you've really got to train for it properly. You can't just turn up and say, I'm going to have a go. Like, but I did successfully complete an Everest with 2 friends last year. Made a video on it. We raised money. It was a good time. It was no world record though. That's what we're going to try for, Jody. That's what we're going to try for. Like, thing is, I probably won't get it. I'll come close. But even if I come close, I'm going to get a lot of hate for it. Because it won't really mean anything to anything. But it'll mean something to me. You know, it'll be a pivotal moment in my life if I get anywhere near it. My weekly TSS has been about 650, 700 for January. That's what I did, yeah. It's like trying, like, I was so close to it last year. Like, I was only like 20 watts or 7 watts per kilo last year. And it's like, there's the possibility that I can close the gap just a little bit. Whether by losing like half a kilo, which you may think is absolutely ridiculous, but I was at 60 kilos doing that power, so you know, half a kilo makes a difference. And if it's only for a week while we build up to it, then all's good, you know. Thank you, Chris. We're using the Kickr 18. I use Ampla still, and I got a really long extension cable for it. At this rate, we're going to do it in like 3 hours 15. See you, Dylan. Yeah, I say I don't want to change gear very often. What's the impossible route? Oh. Nails. Put them down. Hey David, it's still an effort, doesn't matter what hard it is. Hey, this thing Vegan's talking about is good. Ah, nails. Oh. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. I prefer this part of the route. Like the other end of the route is, it's weird. Because we're absolutely beast. We're absolute beasts, Matt. Thrashing it right now. I'm struggling to sit in, innit? Oh man. This group does look like it's getting a bit smaller. Yeah, it definitely looks smaller. Oh, come on, VC. Come on, VC. You Instagram DM'd me and said it was going to be a smash fest. Because you wanted to do this one, like, full gas. You let me down. Don't make me come out there. Don't make me come out there to your neck of the woods. Oh man, it doesn't matter. We've done Innsbruck KOM now. Hey Sam, how you doing? Yeah, VC's doing the 2, yeah. I sent him an Instagram DM. I didn't think I'd get a reply. I said, I'm going to hop in so I can finish my veganuary on a high. And he said, look, we're going to go like full gas here. So, like, you best be ready. I was like, yeah, okay, fine. Like, obviously you want to be done in time for the second one. So yeah. Hey Matt. An Imperial smash. Hey Matt. We give it our best in Innsbruck, innit? You know. I don't think Ed's coming for VC. I'm not in VC's league. Not in VC's league. Oh, 100%. The Domino's pizza definitely. You add like 2 kilos if the pizza weighs 1. Anybody know what distance the bees are doing? Hey Alejandro, I see you back there. I see you back there. I'm sure it was just a blip, Matt. I'm sure it was just a blip. Oh, sound. So the bees will be pulling out soon. You're absolutely pinging. Maybe it's the mental side of it as well, like knowing that you know, like a longer climb like Innsbruck isn't something you enjoy as much as, you know, like Yorkshire's short climbs. Like, I'm probably going to suffer around Yorkshire. Hopefully I'll be able to hang on, but I might suffer. Hey Scott, VC's talking about his ad revenue for December. Daily vlog gonna make a lot of money. It depends on how many people watch your videos, VC. I don't think VC had to try that hard, like as hard as he did for those vlogs in December. Like, I thought, like, I would have watched them if they were rough and ready, you know. Yeah, I wouldn't have mind watching them if they were very well put together, you know, with drone shots and everything, or if they were just rough and ready, you know. I don't like Yorkshire reverse. Yorkshire reverse is horrific. Oh yeah, Damon, yeah. Yeah, that's right, Matt. It always seems to end differently as well, doesn't it? Like, my favourite course on Zwift. Oh. Well, I'm assuming you mean worlds because there's too many to choose from when courses are concerned. I really like Richmond. Oh, definitely, Sean. I agree. Yeah. $20K would be halfway. All the info to what I'm riding is in the description. DC's just gone past the other way. Oh no, I'm not doing more after this. No way. $160 is enough for me. Blimey. Oh, on me. Kenny, is that you in front of me there? No, I'm not doing more. No way. No way. No, no, no. I got a pizza delivery coming. Yes, on a rest day tomorrow. Corey, I imagine you're listening to the live stream, so I don't have to type to you. I don't sit at the back, like, on purpose. Well, I do a little bit, but, like, sitting in the middle is quite, like, mentally fatiguing, because you're constantly, like, holding position. And so at the back, you just kind of surf with people. Thank you, Corey, thank you. Yeah, basically, like, in the real world, in racing, if it was pretty chill, I'd usually sit at the back, because you know that there's no danger with, like, splits or crosswinds or anything like that. And just like in this group, you can just surf and have, like, low stress. But, like, when it's, like, full on, you know, you best be kind of, like, pushing on to be near the front so that, you know, you don't miss out on anything. You're almost always kind of thinking, or like, when you're at the back, you're like, if it's strung out like this, you're okay, you're safe because you know it's coming up. But then you look at what people are doing power-wise, and you think, I wonder if I can risk hanging out where I am. VC just let rip. Still some B riders in this group. I can't understand how I'm always slipping at my back. I'm doing like 3.5 watts per kilo. Yeah, watch out for the yellow. The yellow is lava. Stay out of the yellow. As we see, I reckon so, Devin. Yeah, I reckon so. Yeah, my power-ups are pretty crap, aren't they? Nice one, Di. Ah, it's me creaking. MW. If you got 4 months until races, then yeah, like throw a block of base in. You can never have too much of it. Not for long though, I'd say for a month, 6 weeks. What about how you die? I ride a Tifosi Mons frame set. It's their climbing frame, so it's like 800 grams for the frame. It's just over a kilo for the frame set. Oh, nice, Di, nice. Funny enough, I've never ridden in the south of Spain. Calpe. I've actually I got an opportunity, maybe in June, to either ride in Mallorca or Calpe. So, yeah, we'll see. For someone who's supposed to be doing a world tour of climbs, I haven't gone very far. Yeah, anyway. Nice, Johnny, nice. That's incredible, Josh. A training camp, Chris. Yeah, it's a big boost of motivation. It just, I mean, if anything, it just gives you a chance to like ride your bike, like for a lot of the day. You know, you can stop at a cafe when the weather's good, because generally a training camp, you know, the weather's good every day. And for the average Joe, yeah, a training camp has got as close as living the pro life as you can get. That's it, man. Yeah, you summed it up well there, to be fair. It is like, yeah, it just makes things like so much easier, doesn't it? Especially when the weather's good. You know, you only have to wear a pair of shorts and a jersey. Yeah, that's the way it should be. Definitely Damon, yeah. I've never ridden the climbs though. Oh, 100% die, 100%. We'll be there. There's a road up there. As we see, I'm ready to wave. Gotta be courteous to other cyclists. Oh, Matt, Charlie wants to watch that. Any good? Yeah, Matt Page is a Speedy Gonzalez as well. No, our guy. We'll do it, we'll do it. That was like a real wave, wasn't it? Cheers, Agnes, cheers. Big old group still. Oh, we'll definitely have to watch it then, Matt. Catch you soon, buddy. Enjoy. Cheers, yeah, halfway. 3.5 hours coming in hot. Oh, maybe me and Charlie will watch it. Ciao, Matt, ciao. Cheers, Simon. It's looking good, dude. It's looking good. So far. Chilling at the back of me. So did I. Nice one, Sean. What camera am I using? It's like an 8-year-old Logitech. Why is that aggressive? Hey, how many Ks of the B doing? Is it 100? Yeah, he is, Mark, he is, yeah. He's on for a big one today. I will indeed, Phil. Ooh, 97, okay. That's why they're starting to go a little bit quicker then. So I wonder what riding for this length of time indoors is the equivalent of doing outside. Cheers, Phil. I should be watching your video right now. It's a packed evening. Scott's on the deck in about 39 minutes, riding the rollers. Well, funny enough, Phil, my stomach is a little bit weird this evening. So I was planning on having 2 bars an hour, which is about 60 grams of carbs, but so far I've matched that, but my stomach's feeling a little bit funny, so I'm probably going to stay away just to give my stomach time to digest. Piglet doing 300 watts for as long as possible. Oof. Yeah, you're right, I probably will be doing half an hour of zone 1. So there's a lot of quality in this, isn't there? Enjoy, Robin. Catch you soon. I don't know, David, are you? Are you dropping the hammer? We've still got an hour and a half to go. VC is 5 minutes down. Tough to close like that. Sorry, VC. The B's finish in 10 minutes, 10k. Phil, you're not going to upgrade to the Hero 9. I'm still on the 7 actually. Phil's nearly on 5,000 subs. Vlogging on a GoPro. I dropped a fair few £100 on my camera. I think just before 5,000 subs. I mean, it didn't really change anything, I think, but. Vegan's in the second group, I think. Well, 5.5 minutes down. He's taking it a bit chill. Well, funny enough, Phil, my 7's been temperamental. Maybe it's luck of the draw, I don't know. Oh, that'll be awesome, Ben. $7K till the bees peel off. Cheers, Chris. Thank you, Agnes. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Let's get VC to see this. Well, VC is gonna get us that 10K subscribers. Yeah, if you haven't heard, when I get to 10K, I'm gonna climb up to Zwift and accumulate 10,000 meters of climbing. And I'll take all day about it as well, so there'll be no rush. On Tempest Vegan. Nils, you could film your side of the computer when you're DSing us on a race. Oh, excuse me. Phil, I think one day you're going to have to do the editing. And you have to do the thumbnails as well. And Scott trains you how to do them. No, Jam, I didn't watch the Cyclist here. I've been a little bit busy doing stuff and a lot of stuff. Now, Phil, I'm sure they'd absolutely love to see how your brain works when you edit the videos. It's very much your own kind of stamp on it, you know, like same with the thumbnails. You know, Scott's got his own kind of stamp on them. You know, I like most of the time with Scott, like I tell him, well, he tells me, I'm like, I'm gonna do the vegan cyclist thing on the weekend, and he's like, all right, cool. I just say like, probably have a thumb for it, and then he whips up a thumb and I'm like, yeah, I'll have it. Like, he's a bit of a genius when it comes to not just the like actual coming up with the designs, but the ideas as well. If you kind of, I mean, at the end of the day, it's his bag, and I just leave it. I like have very little input on the thumbnails, if any, really. I just say like, crack on, like, you know what I mean, crack on. But yeah, with the videos it's a little bit different. I mean, to be fair, everyone's talking about like, what do I film and what do I do? Like, you have to remember, for the first 3 years of me filming videos, hardly any of you knew me, hardly any of you watched me, and the only reason why I'm known more now is because of momentum, and that's all you got to do is create momentum. B group is about to leave. Like, the funny thing is, like, a lot of my videos now are nothing compared to what they were 3 years ago. You know, when I was racing and I was traveling, because obviously I can't travel now, a lot of it is just Zwift, and a lot of it is just me here in the flat, or riding, which you're interested in seeing. But like, I'm so interested in like the videos that I made 3 years ago. And yet, you know, I think that's why so many YouTubers go back and delete old videos, because they're like the nothing videos, but they're actually the most important videos. Nice, Tommy. Is that for me when I borrow your bike? I still feel weird talking to a camera. I don't think it ever gets normal. And I hope to never grow, like, subscriber-wise to a massive amount, because, like, unless the community came with me, I'd be afraid of losing people. Like, I'd be afraid of, like, the dilution. I'd be afraid of that. Because, to me, 10,000 of you is much more fun than having 500,000 that don't actually, like, you just subscribe for the sake of subscribing. Like, it's kind of half true that I wasn't a nobody when I started vlogging, but when I started vlogging, like, I wasn't one of the best climbers in the UK. Like, I wasn't one of the best. I was, like, quite average, but, you know, people would take the mick because I had, like, 3,000 subscribers for, like, 3 years. You know, and the people I was, like, racing with, you know, they had, like, 20,000 followers on Instagram, and they were like, oh, you know, why are you bothering, like, what are you bothering, like, making YouTube videos for? That's are you Cam Jeffers? Is that your name? Like, Cam Jeffers? Because Cam at the time was like 10 to 20,000 subs. I was like, no, I'm just trying to show, like, my angle. Like, it's got nothing to do with, like, it's like we could all do it. Because, like, as weird as you find it, as weird as it seems, like, I'm interested in seeing, you know, somebody else's perspective. I don't know if I made vids when I did the Sure Valley. I don't think I did. So I made a vid all the way through the Ras, the Tour of Ireland, the Ras, the one that we won. And I didn't include any of my teammates on the videos because I was really shy about it, and I basically looked like a bit of an amateur when I was doing it. And like I said, I had less than 3,000 subs. But, like, you know, I still just did it as like a daily kind of check-in. Like, this is stage 1, this is stage 2. Like, Tyler, yeah. John Archibald. John Archibald's very aero, by the way, guys. What am I going to do when I reach 100k? I hope I never reach 100k. Because, like I said, I don't want to lose any of you. The hill climb season content is definitely something that's quite unique, and it doesn't really, like, not a whole bunch of people like it, but the Isle of Man was good because that was like a build up to something. Imagine doing just one vid. Hey, Cam is likely a very busy person. You know, he's probably riding his bike, you know, a lot more now than he used to. Being on a Conti team, you know, putting a lot of effort into that, and I gotta be honest, Ben Pitt, the coin, it's why I made the decisions I made when I was, like, you know, a pro, if that's what you want to call it. Like, I wasn't being paid. Like, I was getting paid expenses, which was like £5,000 a year. And, like, you know, what I'm making now is more than then. and it's criminal. You know, it's absolutely criminal. And you know, blah blah blah. It's not about the money, but the coin just allows you to do things, which isn't a bad thing, but it's like the influence you have and the clout that you bring for being a good person is what really matters, you know, to me. You know, don't get me wrong, like if I had the money and I could travel the world and you know, smash every climb I come to, you know, yes, that would be great, but swings and roundabouts. Keep Discord secret. What do you mean 500,000 meters of climbing? All for the subscribers. How do I do my editing? So I use Premiere Pro. The only reason why I used it is because I had a discount because Charlie was a student discount. So got really handy with that, but I mean, I've got to be honest with you, the editing is not my forte. I've never been like don't get me wrong, like a well put together video with drone shots and stuff looks good, but I've not even got to that part yet, so I'm more worried about actually getting the video out rather than worrying how good it looks, if that makes any sense. And Robbie John, yeah. Rob John McCarthy. He works now in like media, so. Cheers, Chris. I mean, at times, like, I have to be quiet on my stream because I'm in a bit of a pain cave and I got to get through it. But I talk a lot because it passes the time. You know, it's not to show off. It's just to. It's like if we're in a group ride, you know. It's good. No, I'm really, like, I'm chuffed for Cam because what Cam's got is a great kind of, from what I gather, you know, basically what I was kind of pursuing. But I don't know. I think you need a bit of clout with it. Hang on a minute. What's happening here? Like I tried to get teams to like basically support me doing something like alternative. So like the hill climbing scene, you know, I wanted that to be something different. Like I'd ride for a team, but then I'd also bring this other dimension to the team. And most of the teams said like, you know, we can't do that for you. So what Cam's managed to do is what I was trying to do, in that he's got like his own private sponsorship, which I hope Ribble are paying him to ride the bike, and then I would also hope he's getting paid to race for the team, so he's getting like a good side of the bargain both ways, but he's also giving them exposure, you know, if he's going out and doing other things, like, you know, the alternative calendar he wants to do this year. So like, I'm kind of, maybe I'm at that point now where I have the clout, but, you know, none of my sponsors pay me to do what I do. So I still haven't reached that point where, like, I believe truly that I provide more value, and also, like, not just value but entertainment possibly, than a lot of people or teams. I truly believe that without even trying to do it, because I just do it. Like, I don't wait to do a video, I just do the video, or I do a live stream. And so hopefully in maybe a year's time, we do have enough clout to say, like, are you going to pay me to do this? You know, I'll keep doing it regardless. But, you know, it would be a milestone for me if I was able to actually leave professional cycling, get paid, not get paid at professional cycling, and then work at something and not really get paid for it. You know, I'm riding my bike at an elite level, my performance is at an elite level, and then it comes full circle and I end up getting paid again. Or getting paid rather. You know, that would be a milestone for me. Ruben, your question. I won't be next Saturday, Ruben. I won't get to 10,000 subscribers by next Saturday. It'll be another month yet, I'd have thought. It'll probably between 2 and 3 watts per kilo. Hey, what are you saying? I've got a DSLR. I make most of my videos with my big camera. It's only when I'm outside I use my GoPro. Do you think it's the visual quality that's holding back the growth of the channel? Or do you think it's the fact that I don't have enough time to put out more content that actually speaks to you? Because that's the whole point of these training plans to a certain extent, is that they free up more time for me to put back into this. Yeah, that's right, William. So all the sponsors I work with, they just give me stuff, they don't pay me. Whereas if you're a professional cyclist for a team, you'd get all the stuff and you'd get paid. However, it doesn't always work that way. So say, for example, Tifosi, the people who make the bike, if they have links with Red Bull, which they do, and they say, look, we've got a guy who wants to come out to San Francisco and do the Red Bull hill climbs on your streets, we'll send him out there, then that takes the load off me. I don't have to pay for the trip, they pay for the trip. So instead of paying me a wage, they'd send me to an event. So that would also be the alternative. Milk or chocolate. I am thinking of getting a drone on the basis that I'll be able to film a lot more of, like, me riding from a different perspective, because I don't want to sound big-headed, but there's not many people, unless you're in a vehicle, that can follow me when I go full ham. And it's the same for a lot of you in the chat now, like Tyler, you know, you do absurd walks. You know, not many of us can follow you, so you know, that's one way that I'm going to invest. It's not even things like that. It's things like PC, you know, like editing. The PC takes a bit of a hit as well. So, would you include Phil Guyman in that list as well, Niels? I think the thing I have that those guys don't, that you've just named, like VC, Cam, and Phil Guyman, I have world tour power. I have the ability to drop world tour riders. And that's something that these guys can't do if they wanted to make a video. So we talked about it a while back where someone was like, you should do a collab with so-and-so. And I was like, no, I should do a collab with Egan Bernal. I should do a collab with Chris Froome. I'm being straight up serious. Like, that's the sort of content you want to see. You want to see an average guy. I say average because I wouldn't be a professional, but a well-trained athlete go against somebody who's like Tour de France winner. And I want to see that because, you know, I want to compare myself to that. I want to see, you know, how possible is it to hang with these riders. You know, I want to have the GoPro on and I want to be trying to go neck to neck with Bernal after the Col de l'Amadon. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I want to do. So, like, my videos appealing to a smaller audience. It's quite I agree. Because there's actually very little going for me. In a sense that because there's so many videos, I think, you can get quite lost in what I'm actually doing. What would be an awesome set of vids, Tommy? Yeah, I have a rest day tomorrow, yeah. Yeah, Phil has world tour power, but I can still drop him. So what are you saying? So what do you watch my videos for then? Because at the minute, you're talking about people who have almost 100,000 plus subscribers, and I don't need 100,000 plus subscribers to do what I need to do. Having the number is good, and obviously the people we're talking about, you know, they didn't set out to have 100,000. It just happened. But it all depends what you're doing it for. I've spoken to VC, I've spoken to Phil, you know, they're up for it. Obviously we can't do it, but they're up for it. I don't know whether... Don't assume that I want what they have when I feel like I've already got more than most. Like a lot of you like the videos of me when I'm doing something performance based, because you don't really get to see it. You know, it's very rare that you see somebody at the edge of high performance. This is Ed versus VC, this is Ruben. Fabian, I can 100% take down Phil Guyman. I have zero doubt. Zero. It's not smack talk. It's just like... And that's not the point of it either. The point of it is you see Goliath and you see David and you never think that Goliath can be beaten. We look at pro riders at the very top level and you think they can never be beaten. But, you see, the collaboration thing, I'm not a fan of. I don't call what me, Phil, and Scott do a collaboration, because we're just doing stuff. It just so happens that we're all kind of on YouTube. But I'm not I cannot believe I'm honestly really disappointed to hear that you don't think I can beat a rider that I think I can beat. Because, Tyler, if there's one thing you can learn from my videos, is that I'm an incredibly driven person when it comes to doing something I'm very passionate about. And when it comes to something as clinical as that, then unfortunately I can't see myself being beat. So many times I've said things and I've done them. So many times I've said things and I haven't. But you best be sure I'll be freaking clinical when I do it. And it doesn't matter if you succeed or fail. The fact that you're freaking dedicating yourself and being none other than clinical when you do it is the single biggest thing you take away from it, in my opinion. Matt Holmes beat me because he attacked on the descent and he had disc brakes and I had rim, and I'm not the best descender on the best of days. Tyler, I understand that you're getting sensitive of the issue because you're very close level to me and you probably don't believe in yourself to be able to beat these riders either. You've got to believe, buddy. You've got to believe in yourself. Don't come here and tell me I can't do it when you can do it. I'm super passionate, guys. I'm super passionate. It doesn't matter what you believe. I believe in what I believe. And it really doesn't matter what you say. I don't need to, Tyler, because I believe in you. I don't need to come into you because I believe in you, buddy. Take the passion that's pouring out my face right now, as Gary Vaynerchuk would say. Yeah, I changed my yellow socks. And yellow shoes, I mean. Yellow shoes. Fan versus no fan. I don't know. 100% fan. No, Fraser, I'm not letting it get to me. You can't say that because you're not me. I'm empathetic. You're not in my position. I'm just very, finish the sentence. Oh, I'm not gonna eat that now. No, I'm better. I'm gonna just breathe. No, like. What is the reason we're doing this ride in the first place? To end veganuary, because I've been plant-based this month. So it just so happened that this was on today. No, Josh, running Di2, I've never ridden electronic gears. These are mechanical. You get there, Tommy. You will get there, buddy. Ever cycled around South Wales valleys? Of course I have, Ethan. Oh, Ovet is a rider of very, very good ability. Just like all the names we've mentioned in the last 5 minutes, Ovet is a very good rider. It's nice to be streaming as well, actually. It's always nice to see the other side. No, Andre. Oh, got a bit of a creaky bike. Yeah, Deadly DNS. Why did you jump to a different account? Yeah, like Couch to Crit with no cal. What cycling shoes do I recommend? Specialized shoes seem to suit quite a lot of people. Me and Phil will definitely do a ride out together one day. Can I just say, like, in all honesty, I'm a competitive human being, just like most of us, right? Like, when I say I think I'm better than somebody, like, what does it actually mean? Like, you ride your bike and you go a little bit faster. First and foremost, I think they're great human beings in what they're doing. Whether it's entertainment or value or whatever the heck it is. First and foremost, I see the person. Then I see the bike rider. I'm not a savage. Like when you're racing as a pro, you know, you are a bit of a savage. I'm kind of, you know, I enjoy what they do. I enjoy what they do. And they, like, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now without their sort of, you know, paving the way. So I'm by no means trying to tread on toes and trying to bring down Goliath. No. I'm just trying to be a little Ed. Trying to do something with his life. Like, I turned down contracts just so I could have a go at this. No, Andrew, if I was you, I'd stick to the same pair of shoes because you wear them in. Niels, what's wrong? Andre, I'm not boasting about my ability. I believe in my ability. I'm not boasting about it. I just believe in what I do, that's all. You don't have to believe in me. Even though I know you do. I have to believe in myself. Andre? No, I'm sorry. I apologise. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I just kind of get all. I just get all competitive. I don't mean to like say it. I'm just. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's getting a little bit warm in here, maybe. No, Niels is cool. Niels is he's doing his job. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I'm certainly not in a position to say those things when I'm like not even at my best. I didn't even think of that. No, don't you apologise. Don't you apologise. Stop apologising. It's just quite like... Like, I always played second fiddle when I was racing. Like, I rarely got my opportunity. And now I just feel like I have my opportunity. I'm sorry. Let's crack on. We've got 36k to go. A little toe in my right foot is hurting a bit. Rafa was alright, Tyler. Rafa was good. Or GLT, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, they're few and far between, aren't they? I haven't watched the Worlds, the Cyclist World, so spoiler alert. Post-ride snack, or post-ride meal rather, is going to be a pizza from Domino's tonight. hope you know that I'm a light-hearted person as well, and that I'm not like this all the time, like staring at a screen on Zwift. Like, I hope the vlogs kind of show that a little bit, rather than just performance, performance, performance. Or even the phone calls I have with Scott. Thank you, Fabian. Yeah, thanks for the spoiler alert. Cheers, Ruben. Thanks. Thank you, Ian. What type? Well, it's the last night of plant-based January, so it's not actually a vegan pizza. I know, I'm sorry. It's just a pepperoni. Andrew, I actually do about 2 weeks on, 1 week off. But it's never the same all through the year. It depends. Sometimes I do the traditional 3 weeks on, 1 week off, but yeah, Wout's been Zwifting, yeah. I'm also, it's weird, like I'm also quite a shy character, in the sense that, like, doing those collaborations, if they ever happen, I'd probably be really crap at it, to be honest, because, like, I just wouldn't be very good trying to, like, film it. Oh, Andre, you didn't have to do that, buddy. Thank you. This is the front group, but it's actually going a fair bit slower than it was at the beginning. Most of you telling me to stay here and not drop back to VC, but cheers, Dallas. It's not purely easy riding, Andrew. I never really get a chance nowadays because of the Zwift calendar and everything. But I generally just like hack off the volume a lot. What do I think of Mathieu van der Poel on the road this season? I think he's gonna keep crushing it in there, but it's interesting what Philip Gilbert said about how he doesn't understand how Wout and Mathieu van der Poel can sustain a year-round fitness, and he reckons they're just gonna burn out. Anybody see that? Typical recovery week. I'll make a note of it, Carl. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Stephen. No, Niels does enough as it is, guys. He's he's a great DS. Who do I think? You, Tyler. You, Tyler. The thing is, there's so few people now on the circuit, I think, in the UK. It might be quite a close run thing. I think a lot of like the older riders, you know, the guys who are nearly 30 or, well, I don't think there are many riders in their 30s or close to 30. I think, you know, they'll be quite, I think they'll be struggling, honestly, against, you know, the likes of you guys. Like, don't get me wrong, they've probably got great, like, tactical nose for the races, but in terms of ability, you know, you guys, the youngsters, you're all like hammering the door down. Do you know what I mean? Thank you, Robbie. Hasn't been snowing in Cardiff today, is it? It snowed, yeah. I think you're right, Tyler, because the you know, like you look at that GLT team when it disbanded, you had Briggs, you had Clancy, you know, you had Bibby, you had James Gullen. Yeah, you wouldn't call them old riders, well, some of them were, you know, over 30, but, you know, like Gullen was like, what, 26? You know, Bibby was like 30 or something, or nearly 30. I don't even know, actually. But, yeah, it's like they're slowly losing their place in it. Not them. You know, the older riders are almost getting pushed out earlier. Thank you, Daniel. I think if Wout van Aert goes for the green jersey in the Tour, it's over, I think. I don't think there's any competition. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, Tyler. Yeah, we'll see. I'd like to, because of all the races that I did do, you know, and don't get me wrong, for those of you that don't live in the UK, the British cycling racing scene gets a lot of flack. Years ago we used to have so many road races at a high level, and now there's like hardly any. But I still think some of the courses are really fun and really good to race on. And to, if I'm being honest with you, Tyler, it's really hard when you race for a team, because you're either doing team duties or when you try and attack, you're a marked man, namely because of the jersey on your shoulders. But without the jersey, I'd like to go back and do a couple of the races and see what happens, if you know what I mean. You know, do you get chased down? Things like that. I know, Robin, I'm getting tired now, buddy. I don't think Sagana's gone, no. Because it's still the Mr. Consistent, isn't it? And he's still pretty consistent. Is the Manx International on next year? It'd be nice if they put a time trial in it, Tyler. It'd be nice if they put a time trial in it. When I, do you remember when the National Road Race Champs were there a few years ago? I stayed in Tim Kennick's house, or his parents' house then, you know, Pete was there as well. And I went into the garage, oh my word. Those of you who don't know, this was when I think Pete was riding for Sky, Pete Kenner. Oh, the garage is a thing of dreams, you know? Like bikes on the wall, you know, the old kind of Team Sky, Pinarello blue. Oh, you had the Bynea, not a Bynea, you know, little bike in there. Tyler asking all the questions. I'd love to represent Wales. Last time I represented Wales was when I was a junior. I'd love to have another stab. Of course they would, Tyler. Llangadaw Mountain. Good, long time since been to Llangadaw Mountain, that's for sure. Yeah, it is very similar to Tumble, yeah, you're right. I mean, like I said, it's been a long time since I've ridden it, but... any climb that's like the Tumble is a good climb. I actually took us my headset. Ooh, it'd be a challenge if we finish before 1:30. Not 1:30. Well, yeah. Finish in 28 minutes. Yeah. You're right, Andre, but vegans back there now. Peanut bottle, remember which one. Anyone have any pee stories? Do you know the overnight Audax I did, that 300k overnight Audax? It was so cold. I was wearing winter cycling shoes, you know, the boots. I had to pee in my boot while I stopped on the side of the road. I had to pee in it to warm my foot up. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool story. What's that about Remco's pelvis hurting? Yes, Charlie's eating in without me. Draft boost. Yeah, me too, Andre, yeah. Paul Sheeran is great. Really? I didn't hear about that with Remco. Vegan, you are insane. I'll tell you another story actually, but it wasn't me. It was somebody else. So they did a road race in North Wales. This is about 10 years ago. And it snowed during the race. It was in like March or something. And the race, like nearly everybody got off because I didn't do the race. I was a junior, I was too young. But nearly everybody like abandoned the race. And there were riders around this route, because the route was like laps, big laps, like 20-mile circuit. And like a couple of riders I know, they went to a supermarket and they hid in the doorway of the supermarket just to try and keep warm. This blizzard was coming down. But then when they had to get going again, because they obviously had to ride back to the headquarters, they got so cold they had to stop and pee on their hands because their hands were just like freezing. I was also in a race in Belgium once. Some guy, it was a dry day. I mean, fair enough, if it was a wet day, it was a dry day. And he was riding in the middle of the bunch down a typical like Belgian country track. And we really we must have been like 10k to go. Really tight, twisty, handlebars touching, shoulders barging, you know the score. And I was about 10 riders back from this guy. And all of a sudden I see like this, like the ground is bone dry. But then I see like these like sprinkles of water on the ground. I look up and everyone's like, hey, hey, whoa, whoa. And this guy is taking a leak, like without like, he's just riding along and he's peeing through his shorts. It's going down his chamois, down his legs, and then just like basically getting flicked. And like everyone just goes around him and like, yeah, thanks for that, dude. $20k to go. Oh, my foot. Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't a good experience. Basically, needless to say, he went straight to the back of the bunch, and I never saw him again. I tell a lie, I got dropped. And then I saw him. How did I know it was him? Because his shorts were soaking. There's another good story actually. when I raced the RAS, which was like, it was like a 7-8 day race in Ireland, you'd have like a good mix of like basically pros or like our level, and then yeah, same year David, and then you'd have like the amateur riders in Ireland. They'd be known as like the county riders, and they'd be so aggressive when they race. But these riders, the county riders, often wouldn't have a team. They'd just be like racing for themselves. Like you could tell how much carnage there was in the races when you mix like pros and then like basically 9 to 5 workers. But they were very good 9 to 5 workers. But they wouldn't have like the support team that we had. So they wouldn't have like, you know, like a master or, you know, someone to take their kit after every stage. Because as soon as you finish every stage, you have like a routine. So you'd strip off, get out your kit, and be in Ireland, it'd be like a pouring rainy day. So you take your kit off, you put it in a mesh bag, and this mesh bag then goes with all the soigneurs, and they take it then to like get it washed. So if you happen to, you know, not have a soigneur, you end up like having to do the kit wash yourself in the bath or in the shower when you get to the hotel, which I've had to do, you know, on some occasions, because you don't always have the support crew. So anyway, a lot of these county riders have to do that. So you end up lining up in the next stage, and it's like, you know, nice and dry, good weather forecast. You get like halfway to the stage, it starts raining, and then like you look around and you see all the soap coming out of the rider's shorts where they haven't like properly like rinsed the soap out. I shouldn't laugh really, but there's been some proper times where I've been behind a rider and there's just foam like coming out of his chamois. Oh, Agnes! That's a proper overshare. I've also had foam in bibs, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I've had foam in bibs. There we are, I've made your Sunday evenings now. I think it happens more than we think, to be honest. That's a brilliant story, Daniel. Brilliant story. Surprised there wasn't a crash, to be honest. Could be slippery stuff.
15k. Oh my word.
How is Tyler doing another one of these? Yeah, there's a bit of creaking going on there, Wayne. Yeah, the irony is I washed the bike today. Mr. Raynham, you're going to give me a lead out. And Mr. Kenny. Oh, nice one, Jay. How'd you get on? Let us know, let us know. Yeah. Is that even possible on my bike, Robin? To be fair, Andre, I have been drafting the whole time. I've been wheel sucking. Blimey, because I've been so busy counting down the Ks, I haven't realised we've done 148 kilometres. Cheers, Sam. You guys are the experts. Where do you think the finish will be if we finish in 14 kilometres? What's the calculation? Yeah, that's great, Jay. Hey! No, we haven't received the other bikes yet, Wayne, no. Desert flowers, you reckon? Why am I getting dropped? Up, 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 up. Hey, Matt. Oh, for heck. Yeah, well, we're lucky the bikes indeed, Mick. I have to keep them at my parents' house, I think. Yeah. Where will Charlie sleep? Yes, Robin, yes. How's Scott getting on in his rollers? Obviously, Scott's doing a roller challenge. How long can he ride the rollers for? Oh, my concentration is wavering. Yeah. Oh God. Wayne knows us really well, guys. He doesn't live that too far away, like about 10 minutes away. Wayne's just gone into Zwifting. Loving it, anyway. Loving it. Wayne's a big unit as well, guys, so don't mess with him on a descent. He's casually dropped me plenty of times. You missed 151k, Matt. He threw food on his rollers, Agnes. You tell him from me that if he doesn't stack it, I'm disappointed. I've got U-beam framed waiting for £250 for him to stack it on those rollers. Gotta make up for those hills. Oh, VC's giving it the beans. 5 watts a kilo. You might well catch us. What's going on? I got a little bit tasty. Oh no, it's done it again. How much does my Tifosi currently weigh? It weighs about 7 and a bit. Just over 7 kilos. I need a gear that's right in between the two that I'm in right now. VC's going to be a broken man at the end of the next 100. He's going to be a broken man. No, Mick, I'm not in as good a place as Phil there. $172 beats per minute. Same here, Sean. Stop creaking, please. No, and my headphones actually ran out of battery halfway through, so no music. Nice big vegan chocolate. Oh, there's some creak in there. Yeah, to be fair, I've not changed the bottom bracket since I've had this bike, so it's about 2 years old. No, a year and a half. Year and a half. But to be fair, it could well be the headset, because when I'm swinging back and forth, it's creaking rather than when I pedal. So I actually think it's the headset. Hey Mohawk, I think it's just years of training, maybe. It's just because I don't it's just because I don't change them. I just ride into the ground. Oh. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it, DC. Oh, that's bad luck. Oh, nice one, Lewis. Okay. GD40 definitely sorts everything. Papa Ellis. Love it. That's not good spin diesel. Gutting. Yeah, my feet are sore now actually. When you talk about it, my feet are sore. Where's Raynham gone? What are you doing, Raynham? Drop back just a tad. Come on, buddy. Come on, Raynham. Cheers, Kenny. Thanks for hanging on the back. All right, David. Nice little bit of drama at the end. Whoa. I honestly didn't have much energy to stand up there, to be honest. It was more a case of what can I just about manage seated. Oh, it's good that look. 215 watts, 130 beats a minute. Hey, Ben, you can get 10% off Bynea Climbers base layer down below in the description. Oh, flippin' heck. Oh, my legs. It's so hard because you're just constantly pedaling. Constantly pedaling. Cheers, David. No, I'm not awesome. I enjoyed coming back there. There was just something to do. Was it 3.5 watts per kilo? Look, bound to be a little bit of a drift at the end, or 100% has to be a drift. Oh well, so obviously, well actually I'd say because my power decreases over time, my heart rate stays the same. That's still pretty decent, aren't it? Yeah, my backside is seeing better days. My stomach's fine now, thank you, Phil. Yeah, thank you. It was just like a little, it was a little period I went through. Oh, just about get out of that. Oh my word. So I didn't actually, oh my word, my legs. I didn't actually, that's it, yeah, pizza time. I didn't actually eat much at all. I did drink everything though. I ate half of my bars and I didn't even eat my banana, so yeah, that route, because of the speed, it does suit heavy riders. So like well, I mean, it doesn't really, but you know what I mean. Help. Message from Charlie. Does that mean pizza's here? Pizza's on its way. Oh my word! I'm gonna have to shoot. I'm gonna have to go and get a shower. What's my IF? My intensity factor. For that, let's see, 215. Well, I don't know. I can't work it. I'm not very good at quick maths. What was that? About 65, maybe 65.65. Ruben, you're probably there with the IF. What do you reckon? FTP of 333. It might even be a little bit higher than 0.65 actually. Yeah, it is a nice feeling when you get up. Yeah. Pizza wins, yeah. Yeah, 0.67, so I was pretty close there with that guess. That's pretty close. 6.65. Not bad, not bad. Oh, I need to do a bit of stretching. I feel like I've been sat on a bike for 3.5 hours. Oh wait. Oh. Okay, thank you for watching. Yeah. You know how it is. Yeah, I'm all good now, thanks, Phil. I hope you all have a good evening and a good weekend. Good weekend, the weekend's over. A good week. And I'll try and I'll catch you in the week sometime. So yeah, take it easy. Sorry about earlier. See ya.